internally you should have the appetite to take risks. That's very important. I don't need a safety net. I'm happy to enjoy the ride that comes with entrepreneurship. On the other hand, once you've taken that plunge and said, okay, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I want to do business, then I think guidance along the way is also important, because you are going to get lost.
Now, you are being called, I guess, the pioneer of multiplex cinemas in India.
Yeah.
Key question for you at the start of your journey, because it seems to me that you could have had things fairly easy and you could have joined your dad's transport business and kept on going that way.
Yeah.
Why did you take that path and not, which potentially would have been the easier path for you?
Firstly, I mean, I'm always uncomfortable with a tag of a pioneer or anything like that. It just happened by default. I was born into a business family, and I was, right from the beginning, I was pretty sure that I'll join dad's business. But dad's main business was trucking. But I actually felt very uncomfortable. So that's the time when I requested him that can I look at the cinema business, which is really a very small part of the business, and plus we had a lot of regulatory problems. The ticket prices were controlled in Delhi, and the cinema was pretty decrepit, and it wasn't doing very well. We had this very robust film industry and a huge insatiable sort of an appetite for people to go and watch movies. So I think what was missing was really the conduit, the link between the filmmakers and the film goers, a good high quality infrastructure, so to speak. So it wasn't as if I had done too many analysis and I thought it's going to be success or not. So I was just keen to try something new.
Was there anybody along the way that specifically impacted you in terms of motivation, in terms of inspiration when things got tough?
Yeah.
Was there one particular person that you really looked up to or followed closely to get that?
A number of people, but I would still say that my mom played a very important role. My mother played a very important role. So because my father passed away just before I even opened the first multiplex. So that was probably the darkest period of my life. I was 25 and it was a huge setback. And then I was supposed to look after the trucking business as well. I was supposed to take care of this newfound sort of dream and passion of mine. But that's the time she was amazing in her wisdom and her advice, and she said that if this is what you like, I know the responsibility and the bigger part of the business portfolio is the trucking business, but if this is what you get excited about and go to work for 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, do this.
You must have believed in yourself though to take that path.
I was just I was 23 at that time, so I wasn't I was just very determined to do something which is high quality, but I wasn't very sure how it'll turn out. So the movies were colorful. Indian films are vibrant, they're colorful. So I always felt that the transition from the world of make-believe to reality was too harsh. So if you can smoothen that transition, we all get drawn into the films. Films are made, they're meant to stimulate your senses. But I think when you come back to reality, it's very different to that world that you've been escape 2 hours or so. So I thought maybe that transition can become smoother. So that was the idea, but the response was just phenomenal.
Let's talk about technology.
Yeah.
As the years go past,
Yeah.
we're getting bigger and bigger TV screens at home, better and better sound systems, surround sounds in our own lounge room.
Right.
We can watch a movie on our tablet, on our mobile phone if we want to, on our laptop.
Yeah.
What are you doing that's going to make me get off the couch at home and come into the cinema? I'm talking about the future of cinema.
Correct. Yes, there are two things. One is, I think as human nature, people want to go out. People got kitchens at home and they still want to go out and eat in the restaurants. Second is that when they do come out, we don't want to disappoint them. We want to show them something that they can't get at home. So we have to be on our toes all the time. We have to make sure that the sound system, the projection quality, the seating quality is something that when people see the film, they say, wow, I'm glad I watched it on the big screen.
the next best thing, or the next biggest thing, I should say, in the cinema industry?
I think to make bigger movies, make movies with a format which the youngsters can really relate to. So I think it's going to be more of the same but better in all respects.
Do you feel as an entrepreneur that the government supports your efforts?
I still feel that entertainment is considered to be a bit of a frivolous business in the eyes of the government. They haven't really looked at the overall potential of it. So when I do look at countries like China and US, I do feel shortchanged at times because the entertainment tax, what you touched upon, is extremely high. The building bylaws are completely archaic. I don't know if you know, but China opens about 3,000 to 4,000 screens a year. We barely manage about 300 screens a year.
Yeah.
So I think the pace of growth, some of the building bylaws, everything needs to be updated. And it is a staple form of entertainment for lots of Indian people. And I think if a little bit more attention is given to this industry, it can really go, to a different height altogether.
And that's it for this edition of Entrepreneur Asia Power Players. I'm Martin Sung. Thank you so much for joining us. For more, click onto our website, entrepreneurasia.cnbc.com.